So good morning to each and everyone, and especially to you, Ma'am Princess. We are here to report the lesson 2 instructional process. So before that, in the previous lesson, you have learned the parts and function and characteristics of a lesson plan for it be to be learner centered. The lesson plan must respond to the needs of your students and provide activities for students to construct their own knowledge by employing various methods and strategies and through the application of different instruction. Moreover, a comparison between a dated lesson plan and a daily lesson log was also presented in the previous lesson. But did you know that the Department of Education in DepEd Order number 42 S 2016 outlines the qualification of teachers who will use the DLP and the DLL? Teachers with at least 1 year of teaching experience, including teachers with private school and higher education institution or HEI teaching experience, shall not be required to make a dated lesson plan or DLP. Teachers have been in the service for at least 1 year, handling learning areas with available LMS and a TGS provided by the department shall not be required to prepare a DLP. Instead, they shall be required to fill out a weekly daily lesson log or DLL. Furthermore, newly hired teachers without professional teaching experience shall be required to prepare a daily DLP for a year. So, as a future graduating education student, so once you are in the service, which do you think will you prepare, a DLP or the DLL? So, as a future graduating education student, yes, absolutely, you are going to prepare a DLP since you will be considered a newly hired teachers without professional teaching experience. So thus, for this lesson plan, you will learn more about lesson planning. So as a part of the whole instructional learning process, it is a part that can be considered as the brain since well prepared, well planned lesson are fundamental in ensuring the delivery of quality teaching and learning in schools. The teaching or learning activity can be considered as a process or Dick and Carey 2008 as cited by Francisco 2011 called the instructional process. So let's start the definition of the instructional process. The instructional process consists of several different steps according to the Eurasian 1994. These steps: 1. Planning instruction. So planning instruction, delivery of instruction, assessment of learning means that teachers begin every before a teacher steps in front of a class and begin a lesson. This also means that teachers are expected to organize and develop a plan for teaching, implement that plan effectively. The implemented a plan. So, kani ang instructional process mo ni siya learning activities ni siya. O giunsa nimo ihatag ang lesson para mahint sa mga estudyante unsay new topic og activity nga during sa discussion sa mga teachers og post activity para ma-enhance ang learning sa mga estudyante. So, As you can see in the figure below, the steps in the instructional process go in hand with the elements of lesson plan. So, first is what should be taught. Second is how should it be taught, followed by how should learning be assessed, planning instruction, delivery of instruction, and assessment of learning. These are the elements of a lesson plans under the instructional process. So, reiterate what was mentioned in the previous lesson, a lesson plan serves as a particular lesson. It is a guide for instruction and contains a details of what a teacher and learners will do in order to particular topic. So learners should be know and finishes with the evaluation of what the learners actually know. Basically, the teacher has to decide what to teach and how to teach. For example, the teacher has to choose the content or skills and methods of her or his teaching activity.